cutscenes. So I'm mainly at the point right now where I'm making a bunch of cutscenes. I have to make power-ups for characters, and I'm not entirely sure what all of them are going to be. Power-ups for characters for the match 3. The affection bar is there, but I need to work on different outfits now. That's the reason why we drew them the way that we did. So that way it'd make making outfits a little easier. I might let chat vote on that, like, right now. I might let chat make suggestions. I need, like, 3... Let's go 2. I need 2 different types of outfits that can work for all characters. And yes, you can be a little bit of a degenerate about it. Just don't be a super gooner. 1 second. Yeah. So this is a match 3 game. I've always enjoyed the crap out of Honey Pop. The issue is, 1, I wish Honey Pop's dating simulator stuff was better. And then 2, I'd like to be able to play this game on my phone to be chill. And I guess 3, I'd like to be able to play the game without having to go to a sex scene at the very end of it so that I can't play this game out in public or it would explode randomly with very lewd noises. I enjoy Persona-style dating sims and also Fire Emblem-style dating sims where you get to introduce yourself and get to know the character, and also like to have a fun little narrative afterwards, especially with all the visual novels we've been reading with Satsuki. So, I'm going to start... Actually, I'm still going to go load game because if I go new game, I'm going to have to unlock the levels again. We'll load the game out. You get to pick which character you would like to romance. Yeah? Which one you would like to romance and bring on to their own little routes. I worked on Trish this week, so we'll click on Trish. And then you have your world map here, which I'm going to be innovating and making a little bit better. But right now it's kind of in the style of like a board game. Yeah? Basically, the premise is you're a guy who's new in town. You basically hated your previous life. You actually have a game built. Yeah, I've been working. What was I gonna say? You're a guy who's been basically moving away from your previous life. You can fill in the blank for that one because I know you all have different things you would like to move yourself away from, right? And now you're new in town. You're basically new in town, but your car got messed up. So we start over at Maya's Fix 'em Up shop because your car got totaled. Right now, I'm not so sure if it was sabotage or if you're just an idiot. So we'll choose on that later. You said degens are outfits all right? Yes. So we have some cutscenes. I'm not going to read it yet. Also, I need to make the text larger, but we've already been on that last week. Maya, a nice mechanic, is willing to help me. But man, you've been sitting in a daze for a while. Maybe you should give your engine a rest and go home. Maybe you're right. I'll feel bad for leaving you with all this work. Nonsense. I'm doing what I love, even if it keeps me running around. Go rest up. As you can see, the characters have different animations on their face. The backgrounds I've drawn myself. I've drawn like 10 of them now. Characters I've drawn myself as well, obviously. The only assistance I've had so far is, and it still is big assistance, is I'm using YouTube tutorials to help me build the game. And then as well, YouTube tutorials help me to build the game, and then some Chatgpt in order to help me fix code that I'm not as familiar with, or to understand concepts I'm not as familiar with as well. Easy then, lingerie. Or anything but rave outfits. Why do you hate rave outfits? Back in the apartment. Again, I'm not going to read too much here. I'm just going to let this work. Look, Dylan, you get some time with Trixie on this route. I don't go in here. I'm going to let you guys read when I put the demo out, which should actually be decently soon. It won't be much of a game yet, but I do want you guys to read and let me know your opinion. As you can see here, we have multiple choice answers. Some of them give affection to characters, which I do actually have this. Will this be on Steam? Probably on my Coffee first and itch.io, and then eventually on Steam, but I mainly wanted this to be mobile, so I was going to probably go to Android first. What was I going to say? So here we have like 3 different answers. One can give affection, the other ones don't, yada yada. The affection is only towards girls on their route, so do keep that in mind. I'm gonna invite her in because you asked me to let her be invited in, even though she's already in here. Now she's in shock about something, you know. Why? A gift. She give me a gift. She leaves away. Oh, I forgot. This one has sound effects. Jesus Christ, it's loud. Night version of the room. I'd made this one yesterday. No negative affection factor. I always find that annoying. I feel like most people end up just complaining about it. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody, like half the time you play the game, someone's going to do that and then go, whoa, freak, bro. I hate this game. I clicked the wrong answer 3 times. No, 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 no. I like usually having more upward progression rather than, I guess, downward progression. And I'd have to make sure that it's not stupid. There's a couple of games where it was like, if you walk down the street on Tuesday on a Saturday morning, you'd actually lose -5 affection. So. And all my favorite ones don't even have that. Like, Persona doesn't have that. Fire Emblem doesn't have that. You either get neutral or nothing else. What, do you want to piss characters off? Dylan said Sag. So I'm going to get to the gameplay portion in a second. All right. So, EA, we have our match 3 section. All the pieces are drawn by me. The background's done by me. I had to learn how to do the move thing. Score there, the button to be able to click out. I'm probably going to have the power-ups here at the bottom. That I have not done yet. Did you see? Everything basically moves. Yeah, it says like Honey Pop. Yeah, that says like Honey Pop. I love these kind of games. I was so mad that Honey Pop, I feel like I just can't play that whenever I want. Does it make my own? As you can see there, we have bombs currently in the game. There is one negative piece I want to make, but we won't do that yet. We get a big boom effect. I got to draw the effect for the explosion. I want it to be like a firework. Characters are relative to different pieces, so they'll get pluses depending on the pieces. So Trish here is a model. She has the sparkle or the glamour pieces here that are the pink ones. We have a character named Vanessa, who's a teacher. She gets the little pencil ones. We have Chloe, who's a photographer. She's blue. She gets a camera. Our librarian, she gets her books. The wrench for Maya, the character you saw earlier. That's there. But basically, you're trying to get up to a certain score. And once you do, you win. Am I going to lose my own game again for like the 7th time on... No, okay, I won. Say, if this happens to me again, I'm going to be so pissed. All right. You get your little win screen. You can play the level again, or you can quit back out. Every couple of levels have a cutscene attached to them. So right now it's level 1 and level 5. Level 2, level 3, and level 4 just have different alterations of different levels that make it more difficult in order to get different matches. Level 5, I'll pick a character that doesn't have anything yet, which is Trixie. Trixie does not have her level 5 yet. Have different obstacles. Right now I have, I think, 3 different obstacles. Empty spaces, the TVs that you currently see right now. Breaking the TVs gives you bonus points. You're here to restart your life and to try to be a little bit better. So getting rid of distractions gives you extra points. Yeah. I'm currently think I'm going to have like the bad pieces end up being like a bag of chips or something stupid. Because you're being lazy. You're sitting down and you're being lazy. You're not wanting to do anything. Yeah. So you're getting to meet a bunch of people who are professionals. You're getting to meet a bunch of different people who have decided to take their lives in different ways and getting to know them to the point that you're romancing. Yes? Even right now, what we're going to be working on eventually is half of the characters around the mid-game are going to go to a fancy gala. So they're going to get like fancy dress outfits. And half the characters are going to end up going to a like spa-like resort. So they're going to be getting like a nice yukata outfit. So hopefully there. By the way, any fade to black scenes, or just no mention of coffee time, mentioned at all. Right now I don't have like extra time with characters yet. No. The main plan is not to throw away any ideas. I have to make sure the skeleton is as strong as possible first. And once the skeleton's as strong as possible, I can then add on things because I don't want the game to break. That makes sense. And I also don't want a yandere dev, because I've been watching a ton of those now about how bad his coding and stuff is, where every other 30 seconds, he's making something and then goes, oh my god, I really want to add in this Dragon Ball feature to my game about a yandere girl. Let me spend 9 months on making this so you can press a ha-ha kamehameha button, and then I get distracted, and then I don't finish it. So any ideas that you have that you would like later on, again, I still need to let me just make a section on the Discord right now. Just slap it in that section, so once I'm done with the major structure of it, I can think about it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yeah? Yeah, yandere dev was gooning while coding. Yeah. Let me add that to general, I guess. We'll call it fix 'em up suggestions. Bloke was awful. Yeah. All right. So it's underneath movie recommendations right now. Oh, there we go. Fix them up suggestions underneath movie suggestions. So Dylan, any of your ideas that you have in chat, anybody else your ideas, chuck them in there. Costume ideas, yada yada, it doesn't matter. Just please say what they are before you type it. So write costume idea and then put underneath it whatever your idea is. Yeah, just so I have it kind of labeled and I can always just search back if you would like. But yes, EA, I've had a lot of stuff done. I even have some music done right now. It's not in-game currently. I haven't slapped that in. But I'll play it real quick. And then after this chat, we'll get started on work after I talk about my next project idea that I kind of have, but I won't go into full of it. And this idea, I will not try to put too much time into until I'm done with Fix 'em Up first. Or at least 90% there. Because I want a demo for you guys to be able to play. But I'm excited. I'm so excited. Where are we at? So I can make a little bit of music. I know EA, you've probably seen some of the anime related songs I've made on YouTube beforehand. But this is currently what I have. I gotta go probably still hire a person to do a better job and clean up my music, but it's here. At least a fill-in. We got my piano right now. So this is probably going to be the main theme of the game. I want it to be chill. I want you to relax while you're playing the game. I'm going to put a little bit of drama in it, but I want you to have a fun, slice of life experience. Yeah? The one thing I like doing, I think, with the mediums that I have is, one, I want people to feel a little bit, a little uplifted, I guess is the word. Baka Fantasy is kind of like a fun adventure. Street Hawk, I like the idea of a character that's chasing her own definition of justice or answers the call of justice. Beautiful Dread actually has a lot of narrative in it, but I can't say it because I'd mildly spoil Beautiful Dread. I at least say each character has a slightly underlying philosophy in what they want out of the romance with you. Yes, and then with this game, the title is literally called Fix 'em Up. I've learned and heard that sometimes when people play games that give them the ability to be an MC, I do want people, maybe even especially kind of people who are a little lonely, to realize they can kind of step outside and go meet or do a different thing. Some people are going to latch on and do the complete opposite. They're going to get my game and then be like, I love Maya for the rest of life, and I'm never moving on to this. But we can't help those people. Those people aren't going to listen to me regardless of what I say. I want you to have a fun experience. I want you to have a fun, relaxing experience that makes you go, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe I can retry something. And one character's narrative in this is going to be very heavily set on that. Each character kind of has their own view on kind of fixing their life up. We'll see how far I get on it, if it'll be surface level or if it's going to be any deeper. But that's there. So, yeah. I've been working on a real game, man. This has been my probably greatest creative year ever. It even has a new game function that you can type in your name. It has in the text dialogue, it'll have so-and-so's name, like at the top, and they'll also have like so-and-so's mind. So when the character's thinking to themselves and not talking to another character, that's there. Certain characters have interactions with others. So not going to do the whole thing in full. We're going to click through it again. As you can see, the start is going to be similar for every character because you're starting the game off after your car got jacked up, where you meet other characters on the way. Some have multi-answers, and those answers will bring you back to the same thing again, as for little quick jabs and other stuff like that. Yeah. That's the second answer. I think it's the first answer we have to go through. Yeah. First answer. There we go. There. And right now, every time I click the right answer, I'm getting like +5 affection. I gotta add that somewhere on the screen, or like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, because I don't know how Dialogic, which is the software I'm using for my visual novels, and the actual script can pop up like a ba-ding or like a boom, like +5, +10, +10. And I have to also make sure people don't just spam it or put the affection level so high that it doesn't really matter if they just keep coming back and playing the first cutscene to spam it. I'm trying to think ahead, because I know what people are going to do. They're going to go, oh my god, if I want to get her affection at 10, why even play the game? I could just spam level 5 100 times. See those characters moving in and out of the scene. And then we go back to the gameplay. Every character that you pick are moved into this spot. I almost want to change the background here so that it shows like the level that they're on, or I might put a placement level in here for the background. But yeah, no, I've been working real hard, man. I've done this in like 2 weeks. This is like 2 weeks of work, 2 to 3 weeks of work, like a crazy person. So the next project I have, which I can make the announcement of now, put my way overture now, is I think